Hello, I am Andrea, and today I'm here from the EcoFamilies project. Through the EcoFamilies project, we are trying to adopt sustainable habits in families and educate children about environment and sustainable living. And here with us today is Panayiotą Petrou, who is a green expert. Panayiotą, maybe you can introduce yourself, what you do in your life.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I'm very glad to be here. As you said, I'm Panayiotą Petrou. I am a professional dog trainer for the past almost 8 years. I grew up in a farm since I was a kid. I had many animals, and I've learned about nature and how to care for it. And I am glad that we are here to educate the people.
That's really nice to hear, and thank you again for being here. So, as you mentioned, you grew up in a farm, and you are still living in a farm?
Yes, I still live with a farm with my boyfriend, and now he is also learning about how to live in nature.
Okay, that's great. So, living in a farm is a different thing, I guess, from living in the city and in a house with a lot of cars around, let's say. So do you have any specific tips that it could help us be more sustainable that you learned from living in a farm and living this life which is different?
Yes, for sure. It doesn't matter if you live in an apartment or in a big house in a village, for example. I think you can manage to reduce waste in every environment that you live. If you want to. So, for example, you can recycle. That's one very, very big step, and it's very, very simple, actually. You can use the water from the shower for watering the plants outside if you have any plants. That's something that I do since I was a kid.
What do you mean, the water from the shower?
So when we go into the shower, usually we wait for the water to get warm, but we let the water run until it's warm. Usually I use a bucket and I let the water run there until it gets warm. So I have a bucket full of water, and that water I can use it for something else. Maybe I can wash my floors with that water. It's clean. It's not a problem. But even if you don't have plants to water, you can use it, to wash the floors or maybe even on the toilet.
That's a really good point, actually, and
yes.
I'm not sure if many people do it.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, and we have overconsumption, I would say, with the current living life.
Mm-hmm.
And not only with the water, but generally buying clothes, buying food that we throw, all of this kind of stuff.
Yes.
What is your opinion regarding these aspects?
I think it's okay if you buy some stuff for you to be happy to, but you don't have to overdo it. I don't think anyone needs like 50 bags or 30 pairs of shoes. And also the food, you have to be very mindful. It's very harmful for the environment when you're getting too much food and you're just throwing it away.
And I guess it's the procedure behind the food as well.
Yes.
The watering that you... I guess in your farm you are also gardening some things. So you know how many liters of water needs to be used, or the chemicals that it can be used in some cases too.
Yeah. You have to be very mindful of what you're buying and how much you're using it. A lot of people, we buy a lot of food, a lot of vegetables or fruits, and we throw them away. And those, actually, you can also compost them. It's very, very important, and it's very helpful for the environment if you do it, and you can have a beautiful garden also.
That's a really good point. So are you doing composting?
Yes, I am. I'm using all the fruits, vegetables that I have. When I cut something, even from the apple, the currant, stuff like that, I put them in the compost. I use the waste of the donkeys that I have and the goats, and I mix them up, and then I use it for my plants.
Okay. So all the leftovers from the kitchen?
Yes.
With the manure of the animals.
Mm-hmm.
However, I guess many people do not have the manure that you are having from the goats and the...
Yes, it's pretty common for them not to have it if you don't have the space.
But I guess you can do it even though you don't have the manure of the animals.
Yes,
you can do
of
it,
course.
Through your leftovers of the kitchen and your garden.
And it's very helpful for the plants.
I started doing composting myself as well, and it's not such a hard procedure. And hearing it from you that you actually do it, it gives you a boost to continue.
Yes.
So another question for you, because you are a dog trainer, you mentioned that you've been to this occupation for 8 years now almost. And many people, if maybe I will say most of the people nowadays and more families have dogs. And of course we should adopt our daily habits first as humans to make the environment more sustainable and more green. However, do you think that dogs play a role to this? Are there any sustainable habits that we can do to keep the sustainability to our pets?
I do think so, yes. Maybe it's not as big as with people, but you can also have more, maybe, I don't know, have some habits with your dog that can be more green. So, for example, you can use natural products for the grooming of the dog. You can make toys for your dog, and it's very, very easy. And it's very economical for it. You don't have to buy $50 toy for your dog. You can make it with plastic bottles and some of his kibble. Also, you can buy ethical kibble for your dog, you know, where it's made. And also, that you can use the bags. There are some environmentally bags for
biodegradable.
Yeah.
Like the ones that actually decompose.
Yes.
I heard about those.
Yes.
Are they actually good? Have you tried them?
I think so. Yeah, I did try them. I don't keep them that long to know.
Okay, fair enough.
But I think so that they are very good. Yes.
Okay, that's really good. I guess everything you mentioned, we can do it as well to the humans.
Yes.
For example, buying shampoos that do not have toxic and chemicals in it. You mentioned about the grooming of the dogs, but the same applies for us and for the food as well.
And it's also more healthy for their skin and their coat.
Okay, valid points.
And it's not actually that much of a difference in the price. It's almost the same.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We usually think, and we tend to think that it's more expensive most
maybe
of the time.
3 or 5 euros more, but not too much. It's not a huge difference.
Okay. Thank you, Panayota. So to close it, let's say, do you have any specific tip to, if I want to start living a more sustainable life today, and through your experience living in a farm and being around many animals, including the dogs, of course, what is your last tip that you will give to any family or parent who wants to educate their children or their families about being more sustainable?
I would say to be very aware of what you're doing, what you're throwing away, and what you're using and how much you're using it. Even with your dog, you could also make your own meals for your dog, actually. If you have leftovers of your food, you can make your own meal, a healthy meal for the dog. It's something that you can make at home, but also you have to be aware of what you're doing in your everyday life, how much things you're throwing away, what you're buying, and those things, I think they're very important.
That's great. Thank you very much again for joining us and for sharing all of those tips and information. And
thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.